Hey, Daddy. Yeah, working yourself for the play right up first, pal. Ready first. How you think?
Good afternoon, and what a beautiful afternoon, especially after yesterday's rain and sprinkles. There's another Y down the lakeside. Young Rashad Worrell. I think he was last here with Passes Road last year in the under-13s. A young man with a lot of pace. I think he made the West Indies on the 15 team to England as well. So here we are at Bennett's in St. Thomas, and this is the final of the under-16 competition for 2019, and it's the Arbibs, Franklin Stevenson Academy. First to bat, young Malik Young, captain. And Kia Graham is the non-striker, took first ball, and we're up against Bill Blevins' North Stars, two unbeaten teams. Fantastic finale to the 2019 championships. North Stars playing 7 so far, winning 7. And so it's all on, and a beautiful day for it as well, as young Rashad Worrell strays down the leg side. There's an appeal. This one didn't look close to the bat at all, so it must have been a little flick off the pad, and the umpire is unmoved. Score on the board is 12 without loss, and we're still in over number 1. So a beautiful start. We had a lot of drizzles yesterday, and must admit, not to the players themselves, but pitch probably a little bit below the standard, because a couple of spots appeared on the covers, as they do from time to time. Driven into the onside by Malik Young. Boys have been working really hard. North Stars have come up trumps, and they were here looking very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and The academy boys have been working away this week, although with the knapsack competition going on at the National Stadium. Many of the boys are into the school's athletics teams, and we've got 800-meter runners, the sprinters. So we had about 5 of the boys that were really busy this week, but it's all part of being fit as young men. And it's their time. So end of the first over, 12 runs on the board. The Bibs, Franklin Stevenson Academy. And it's Bill Blevins' North Stars. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming on board and supporting this worthwhile cause in Barbados. And thank you to Mr. Jim Brewer, Mr. Derek Smith, Derek Crowson, Ian Armitage. And I'll preach all the names out very soon, but it's a real pleasure to have you on board, and these boys really appreciate your input. And Barbados and the West Indies by extension, definitely. It's great to have these young men at this stage being able to play meaningful cricket. Of course, they've played quite a bit among each other and against each other over time. And North Stars didn't fare very well last year. They had a few absentees, 1 or 2 games. I think one game they didn't actually make it to the ground, and that's been put behind them. They've been right on point this year. Oh, as this one lifts, and that's where we were talking about. One little wet spot going through the cover. We've been working feverishly to get it dried out. And first ball, here Graham looking to leave that one, raising his hands, and the ball made extra height and catching him on the under part of the forearm. But even that, I didn't try to put to the boys to tell them that there was any discrepancies out there. I didn't want them to worry, put anything in their heads. They've got to walk to the middle and feel it out for themselves. Might have been something that the North Stars team recognized, because they won the toss and inserted the academy boys, and that's not something that normally happens. We always have a very good pitch, and batsmen look forward to batting on it, batting first, but it doesn't deteriorate. And if it's anything today, it could only get better as that spot dries more. But here's to cricket. This one making a little bit of height, tailing into the batsman, Craig Graham. Pretty much doing the right thing, looking to hit through, but it's this end not really coming on that well, so he's got a bit of a fight. We do recognize, I haven't seen him down the pitch to do any tapping or anything, and so he's feeling it out from the crease. But this young man has made leaps and bounds in his progress. He's been under the radar in all the teams of the past. He hasn't really featured because he was a young man coming on board, but he's really blossomed into the position. He's right at being the averages, both bowling and batting. And he's up for the fight, he tells me. I said, well, it's going to be a challenge, and he said it's good to have a challenge. So he's got an extra challenge from this southern end. The bowler getting it to tail in, and there's a spot for my worry, but here doesn't look that worried at all. He's going to feed his way into this knock. So a beautiful day, especially after the showers of yesterday. And again, transgressing down the leg side. This time from the under 13s, you don't re-bowl their wides. 2 runs going onto the score. But we've gone one step higher for the boys at this stage, and so you re-bowl the wides. It's normal cricket. One innovation that I'm really pleased of, and we've got some very good reviews of it as well. I think that in aged group cricket, and I've got behind me sitting Mr. Elvis Howard, chairman of youth selectors. Well fielded there. Again, tailing in and Kia Green getting the inside edge to this defensive shot and nothing to the onside, just a single. Yes, Mr. Elvis Howard, and I hope that he can have a bit of input in this sort of format, in that your whole squad in this competition is actually taking part in the game. So you field 11, bat 11, and so you don't have the headache of omitting anybody. So all the kids that turn up, they're part of the game, so anybody can get a log on fielding, but you can choose your best 11 to field and to bat. And so it keeps all the boys interested. And this one is on the board, outside the board, and that's another wide. You can pull it, clips, and push it right onto the fence. $16 without loss into the second over. This is Malik Husbands from the north end. Oh, and he's full. Little high as it's fired up to the stump. So they're keeping the umpires on move. So he decided that's not above waist height, but losing a bit of control there. Malik, he's transgressed the wide lines on both sides of the pitch, of the wicket, and then that high full toss. But Kia not able to cash in, and he's being encouraged by his teammates. Whoa, little wobble actually. That one who started off looks like it's going to be swinging in, and halfway down it swung away. So that's the original wobble. And played very tentatively by Kia Green. So often you see bowlers trying to push the speed gun, and it's about speed. No, you can bowl medium pace, and it's all about the control of what you do with the ball, your body action that creates the mystique, and you can be very competitive out there, especially if you can bowl at a fair pace but have the keeper stood up as well. So not yet though. You've been mindful. Yes, good keepers are sought, I'd say. I know here at the academy we're going through both age groups, trying hard to work on keeping. No natural keeper, probably since Jacob Bethel has departed. See Joshua Morris, he's now part of North Stars team, and he's been doing it for quite a while, a very accomplished young man behind the stumps. As well, up when Malik Young drives on the up, not being able to get it past Shamari DePisa at that short mid-off position. Extra cover, short extra cover. So North Stars right down in Crop Hill, St. Lucie, but charting their team. I recognize boys from lots of other parts of Barbados. Let's bowl him. Hold him, beating for pace, then Malik Young being pushed back, this one coming off the inside edge and hitting into the left pad and also rebounding onto the stump. So beating for pace there by Rashad Worrell, making the mistake of going back to that full length ball. The young man has got a fair turn of pace, and I think that's what got him onto the West Indies on 15s last year, and that didn't really get a lot of wickets in the competition. Made it to England, as we hear Malik Young repairing the furniture once again in the building. Keep asking if he's got a certificate in carpentry.
That's a mere call, Platty. That things happen. That's a mere call.
Oh, but he's a disappointed man, but he's got another string to his bow. That'll spur him up, and he'll be looking to marshal his troops out there, and also looking to fill a void as well, because young Johan Lane is unable to make the game today. He's been busy with athletics, and then he's not feeling well. I don't know if he's actually going to be here today. For the off stump, and Jordan Reefer has nothing to do with this. Reefer top in the averages so far. He had a low score last game. He was up for 14. So to build that back, he was averaging about 103, I think, before the semi-final. So 17 for 1. 17 for 1. And he's gone for the Yorker first early up, and it's a no ball. But good thinking there by the young man to test the new batsman. Right up there. But he got his foot a little bit too far up there, and the umpire signaled no ball. So that takes the score to 18. 18 for 1 on the way into over number 2. Here at Bennett's in St. Thomas in Barbados. Welcome to all our friends. And I'll be posting a bit just now to post a chat through to some other guys. This one is wide and Reefer flashes and misses. The umpire had a look. And the wideys also had a look at the foot as well. And he decided that both are okay, as young Rashad Warren remarks his run-up. Does some digging with those spikes, trying to, the umpire's asking to come back, so definitely that would have been a bit tight on the crease and also tight on the wide line as well. But 18 for 1 in over number 3. More mining going on in the outfield, but bowlers got to adjust. They got to know where they are, where their feet are. And this one is played by Reefer, back to the point, down to the wide third man position, and a single. Let's Jordan Reefer off the mark. So Bill Blevins' North Stars have drawn early blood here. Captain Malik Young departing for one single run from Malik Young, and definitely upset. You know, one thing that I've always championed and not built, and that's a little padded room for batsmen coming off. You just take the bat. Morning to Kurt Graham. Afternoon, I'd say. Oh, back of a length, just on about the off stick here. Graham's very watchful, getting in when it left him. He just shouldered arms and let it through. So thoughtful stuff. Conglomerate team put together by North Stars, and it's good that if your area is not putting the team in, that you can actually get around. And hopefully it doesn't disenfranchise the youngsters from the area, but hopefully you'll have more areas next year. There's an opening, there's room for, we say, another 3 or 4 teams. As our sponsors are very happy and now looking forward to 2020 competition. So 3 overs finished. 19 for 1, Jordan Reefer on strike. And this one is definitely wide, we're going to go wider. 20 for 1. Concern from the supporters, asking for a reduction in the wides. And it's always a testing thing at this stage. You know, young men need to develop, and you're asking to bowl into a little box. So very often it's they're holding themselves back, and when they try to let it out, they transgress. But it's all a part of development, and that's where the coaches are going to be very mindful. Back on the wide, but it's a no ball this time. So many little parameters to stay within. Disciplines, and that's why it's such a great game. Give young people time to think and work and develop together. There's so many little aspects of it, and you need help, and also you need a team out there as well, a full team of 11. So it takes, I would say, at least 25 people to play a decent game of cricket. As Malik has been this short and played the third man. Beautiful touch there by Jordan Reefer. Fully aware, totally in charge. Just easing back and resting the back face, and that one angling it down to third man for 4. This is going to 24, 25. 25 for 1 into over number 4. Actually, Jaden 5. Kevin? 5 and
Kimani 6.
Kimani 6. The second wicket goes down. Kia Graham getting the full length delivery and playing pretty much all around it. Actually was aiming towards straightish mid wicket and the bat getting past that one, and the umpire was always nodding and the finger went up, and so he's gone. LBW to Husbands, Malik Husbands. He's been a little bit wayward, but he's produced the goods. He's gotten the wicket of Kia Graham. And Graham is so Kia Graham going for 5. My goodness, so runs off the bat has been very, very hard to come by. 25 for 2. And this one is short and wide and beautifully stopped there by the man at that sweeper position. Going to his left, diving away. Very good stop. And just a single to Leacock. 26 for 2. 28 for 2, sorry. And that's after over number 6. Over number 4. Sorry. Oh, it's been a while. Yes, quite a few wides, quite a few extras. Taking the total up there. Batsman looking to settle, so far the pitch is played well. Probably one little discrepancy, saw a little bit of lift, but no hiccups. Just bowlers getting the ball to do a little thing or two, and maybe sometimes a bit too much for their control. But 2 wickets in the first 4 overs. Jaden Leacock, ordinarily the opening bat. No need to travel that one behind that one at all. Wide and going wide. A good take there by the wicketkeeper, Joshua. So we have another wide, helping the score long until the batsmen are ready to get it going. 26 for 2. 29 for 2, I think it is. And this one is wide again, but not outside the line. Batsman shouldering arm to let it go. 29 for 2, we're into over number 5.
So, if you don't get still one, you know, don't get yourself put in there, don't small. We go up, Platty, man, don't give me a name. Right closer, buddy. Relax and go, man. Remember the coin is a dot ball, pal. Keep bowling, man. I'll give you a name. Good close, man.
Now you see where the soda is in your hair? Scored 40, Kevin scores 40.
40.
lot of shouting going on. I think we need to know who is the fielder. We're not going to be hearing a lot of... Jordan Reefer goes run out. And what a mix-up. My goodness, it was just push, bowler put a foot out, they had to wait, got past the bowler, then it got past the short silly mid-on. And by that time, the man at the mid-on position was well on his way to the ball, and so the call should have been no. And my goodness, what a soft run out. And so Jordan Reefer goes. Probably not the leading score. He had a low score last week, and now catastrophe. So bleeding wickets here, the academy, at the moment. The Arbibs, Franklin Stevenson Academy. North Stars cock up at the moment, 42 for 3. And we're into over number 7. Simple run out. Oh my goodness, and this could have easily been another one. Not sure what the call was, but that young lad was very close there and getting the left hand to it at that short mid-on position and not being able to hold on. And if he'd held on to that, it would have been anybody's wicket really, because Jordan, the new batsman Jaden Roberts, he'd hardly made a couple of steps just watching because the call wasn't clear, but Jaden Leacock was well on his way down the pitch. Nudging into the onside, and there's a look. It went behind square, and so it was the non-striker's call. The batsman took a little look at the ball, not getting the first clear call from the non-striker, but then it was an easy single again. So that puts the total on to 44 for 3, and Leacock is well forward to this one. New bowler at this end is Thierry Walcott, the spinner, the off-spin, new bowler from the southern end, and he's into Leacock, and Leacock forward and then back and nudges this one back with a point. Field is after it, and the Pisa picks it up, left hand, just a single. So 45 for 3. Franklin Stevenson Academy, and one young lad today is under the weather and so not able to make the game. The opening bowler, Johan Lane, he's been doing athletics all week and he is under the weather, not well enough to play today. His dad informed us. We wish him speedy recovery and know that his heart's here. Probably will be done a little bit later. So 45 5 for 3, and the new bowler from the northern end is Javonte de Pisa, and he's pretty much, I think he's the leading wicket taker in the competition. I think he's been having a fantastic 2016 competition. But a lovely sunny afternoon. We were a bit worried yesterday and trying to put some plans in place that if it was rained out today or had too many interferences that we would try to go for tomorrow, Sunday, but there's no threat at the moment. A few clouds in the sky, but a beautiful sunny day here in Barbados. Bennett and Thomas, Cocky at the house, just opposite Sandy Lane's Green Monkeys. Javonte de Pisa's flighting this one to the off stump, and Leacock lifts it to the left of the short extra cover, and he beats the sweeper to his right and down to that cover boundary for 4. Innings. So 4 more to Leacock. 49, De Pisa. A little bit straighter this time. Lowish arm action. Looking to put some revs on the ball, and Reefer just pushing this one into the offside, and the bowler feeds to his own bowling. So left arm orthodox from the northern end. Flight, and it's played, and just angle the bat past the man that slipped down to the 3rd round position. And the call was from Jaden Leacock for the single. Sorry, Jaden Roberts for the single. 50 up, 50 runs on the board. Franklin Stevenson Academy. The scoreboard just a little bit slow.
That's 50, Kevin. 50. 50,
And being informed there by Les Prescott Low. And the boys obviously following the scoreboard. Now realizing, so Roberts is well forward and playing this one down to the offside. So the under 13 champions of 2017 now contesting the under 16s, and this one is flighted, and I'm not quite sure the type of shot was outside the off stump, but seeing that bit of flight was very hard for Roberts to resist, and he's now rehearsing a sweep. So I just think that he saw the flight, and it was going somewhere. It went straight over the bowler's head, and just a single. The Pisa pushes this one through, and it grips and probably holds a little bit off that length from that line, from that end, but Leacock standing tall and pushing to the offside. No run. End of the over. End of over number 8. And the score is 51 for 3. Some repair work needs to be done by the Franklin Stevenson Academy boys, and so often you can have batting and have it down the order and they don't get a knock, but when it does come, sometimes it can come a little bit too quickly, but that's not an excuse at all. You got to be prepared. And so the lads down the order, the Jaden Robertses and the Ronako Belgraves, Shea Simmons and Devon Stevenson. Maybe looking to see now how they can affect the team's performance today in a positive way. So they're staying very, very clued on. I don't know, is this man looking to sweep? I think commentary's got to give this a little bit of coaching, so I'll be back. The young man play this ball straight and then on merit. Little amble down to do a little bit of sideline coaching. But concerns and queries. This one is driven nicely to the left of the man that short at the cover position, knocked down and fielded. And no run. So good looking fielding unit. The North Stars boys, as Lee Cock goes forward, this one bubbles off, maybe bat and pad. It's square on the offside. The keeper, the first slip, standing a little bit wide already, moving to his right, but no danger of getting out there to take that and appeal as to whether they came with the bat or not. Flighted and left. So the P's are asking the question, why did he off stump? Having lost 3 wickets, not going to be too anxious to climb into much, and that corner is going to be one of the longer areas on this small outfield. It's short and away for dog. Leacock doing well to wait and keep that one down, getting past a very young lad there, small lad at that mid-wicket position, beating him to his right and beating the man on that mid-wicket boundary to his left and getting 4 runs. But that one was short. Arm ball that sort of got stuck in the fingers. Flighted on a good length and pushed back down the wicket on the offside. So productive over there. Boundary coming after 5th delivery, moving the score on to 61. 61 for 3 after 10 overs. Looking for a water break pretty soon, I think. But good progress. Spin from both ends. And it's going to be a change at this. No. No. Remains. Yes, it's still Walcott. No, I saw Shamari the Peas with the ball in his hand, and when they're finished, we're going to have to go replant some grass because there's a lot of scratching going on, and groundsmen feel it, especially at this time of the year. But Walcott, full and driven on the onside, powerfully, and my goodness. Very casual fielding there by Rivaldo Clark, and this one just getting, I think he's got some tape on that index finger on the left hand. Maybe that was a bit of a cause for concern, but it was beautifully timed, but very casually going down and came off the leg, angled leg, and running into the boundary. So gifted a couple of runs there. So the total going on to 69, 66 for 3 into over number 11. On strike is Jaden Leacock to Theory Walker, driving through to the sweep on the offside. And this one is thrown over the bowler's head. Very tall young man bowling, but well backed up by the smallest member of the fielding side. So just a single, 67. Roberts nudging fine on the onside, and you're going to look for 2. It's running away to that freshly cut area, and just 12th man doing a very good job there. The rises going towards the boundary and slowing that one down, and just 2 runs to Roberts. Jaden Roberts. 68 for 3 into over number 11. Lovely sunny day. The umpires. So Bill Blevins' North Stars will be feeling pretty much in the ascendancy, having taken 3 early wickets. As Walker, oh my goodness, and the boy keeps looking at the nudge ball on the onside. Very, very, very simple dismissal, full toss, and Roberts looking to play square on the onside, getting the leading edge back to the bowler. Oh, wait, so they've got some ways of getting out, these boys today. Finding all sorts of different ways to get out, but he's been a little bit too eager to play the ball onto the onside. This is Richardson. And they're getting the full toss, very straight on middle and leg, and he looked to play around the pad and nudge it into the onside and getting the leading edge. It's very, very simple catch back to the bowler. new batsman Kimani Richardson. As we have the North Stars posse, and they're in good voice. Oh, and they've got a horn out as well. And I know I'm going to get my ear bent by dumb boy. Pardon the pun, but he always has a lot to say. And it's all actions, and he's here. Yes, the North Stars posse is here large, and so far consider that they are in charge. So 4 wickets going down. Kimani Richardson to face Stevie Walcott. Full on length and middle and off, and coming on top of that one and playing it down on the offside. No run. So who will be the one to settle and play a meaningful innings today? North Stars posse has been all about shots and dominating the bowling. They beat UWI very, very easy in the other semi-final. The Academy prevailing against Carlton, and UWI getting 160, and I think it didn't take many more than about 15 overs for the North Stars boys to take them off the board. So 67 for 4, and we're into over number 12. Start at over number 12. I think we can use some water, that's not Tommy. Scoreboard there, if you can sit down there now. 50 score. 68. Pushed into the offside there by Kimani Richardson. 68 for 4 after over number 12. Emperor's not having signal for Waters yet. He's now signaling that he's going to have water after this over. So water after 13, which is just about right. 68 for 4. After 12 overs, the Franklin Stevenson Academy, sponsored by the Arbibs, Sir Martin and Sally. And they're up against Bill Blevins' North Stars. This footage change. Yeah. it quickly and before they can close. And that fielded short, that's covered by Shamario DePisa. And Renako Belgrave looking for the big drive over the top in the offside. And driving his he's expecting the ball to spin in. But he played on the inside of that delivery, missing it, and keeper not taken cleanly.
Testing 1 2 1 2 testing 1 2.
82. And Belgrave
One,
coming
two.
forward
Testing,
and playing
1 2.
this one this time straight to the man at that point position. And Leacock is not interested in the advances that Belgrave was making down the pitch. So 82 after over number 15, 82 for 5. Foreign territory, the Academy boys, but time to show what they're made of. Look for a rebound, some interesting ways, and that's the game of cricket, but they found some very interesting ways of getting out today. Jordan Reefer run out in a very casual manner. Malik Young beating for place and playing back, getting the inside edge onto Padden onto his stumps. Keir Graham playing a wrong one, LBW, and leaving now to Jaden Leacock to repair the damage. He's had a long week. After today, he can have a long weekend's rest. But he's got his hands full today. He might even have to open the bowling. This one pushed through onto the leg side, onto the leg stump, and nudged forward a square. And this one thrown over the bowlers, over the keeper's head, but just a lob throw and tidied up by the man at that backward point position. Single to Leacock. Score going on to 80. I think this is 80, but the scoreboard is normally a little bit lapsed. Boys sitting chatting. Hard to follow. I think Coach Kevin Ramsey is going to try to help me with that. I could actually go and commentate in Leslie's ears, and she can keep me honest. And this one bounces and turns. Oh, that was a beautiful delivery. That could have been that little damp area that we were worried about, that gripped and bounced. See Belgrave going down and having a little bit of a look. So what will Belgrave do? It's in the one spot. That's the one delivery in how long now that's bounced, but ordinarily doesn't get a lot of bounce. This one's cut square of the wicket, and that's 4 runs to the right of the man at that point position, Shimari de Pisa, beating the sweeper to his left. As I say hello to the man Petties, or Scantlebury, very old time player from Hall's Village. This one is wide, and Belgrave going after it. He's a tall lad, and he decided he could reach that. In the end, he didn't touch it, and probably good for him. He didn't get a fine touch, but it was very, very wide and signaled wide by the umpire. Flighted, full length, low on the leg, stump and nudged into the onside for the single. And so that tells me the scoreboard is telling me that it's 88. 88 for 5. And we're only in over number 16. Oh, pushed upperly into the offside. But there's a big gap there, just a short extra cover. And then the 2 sweepers. One straightish on the cover boundary and one squarish on a small outfield. And then there was a long on, long off, and a deep mid wicket. So pretty good concerted stuff from the spinners of Bill Blevins' North Stars, Barracudas, I think they're called. And the Barracudas, the big fish, are eating up the small fish at the moment. But we got a smile from the coaches, smiles from Kevin Ramsey and Henderson Clark. This one spins sharply, and the throw is not good and not cleanly taken by the wicketkeeper either, but a wide, sharp spin and going down the leg side. Batsman doing a little shimmy to get his rump area out of the way. And this arm ball goes through the keeper. It goes past the outside edge. The keeper doesn't know, the bowler doesn't know how it missed the stumps. But he got a bit of outswing there to Walcott. And Mike, that was a beautiful delivery. Oh, the umpire's unmoved actually. 4 runs. Well, a touch onto it. The keepers all agreed that didn't hit the stumps, but he didn't seem that worried that he dropped the catch. But oh my goodness, that was a beautiful delivery. Arm ball drifting, looking for the lofted drive and outside edge. This time he's getting a whole lot closer and keeping it on the ground. But always nice to see those change-up deliveries get through. And the arm ball actually played for Kimani Richardson, and so close to bringing the wicket of Jaden Leacock as well. It's gotten a shout from man Alderson Smith down for a visit. Single to, oh, the misfield by the bowler, and sharp fielding there by Rivaldo Clark, and making Renako Belgrave hustle, thinking he can nudge it down to fine leg for a single, but 100 up. And that'll be a relief for the boys. Not that they're thinking about struggling to get to 100, but it's a little bit long in coming. This one is pulled back with a score. Good work there by Renako Belgrave. This one pushed through by the bowler, and Belgrave just doing a little bit of a pull actually, though he's playing a medium pacer. And it was medium pace, but good footwork and a little shift to that left side, and pulling that one back with a square, horizontal bat. So a little bit of a run spurt here for the academy. And Monaco Belgrave pushing into the offside, actioning and before calling, but no run and no real scare. So the 100 up onto the board, and now 104 for 5. Franklin Stevenson Academy, sponsored by the Arbibs, Martin and Sally. And we got the bowler calling for a bit of water. Hi. And lovely to see a lot of noted people coming out to give us a shout. I was very conscious of really advertising it, because they say you got to invite the devil, and I know that those who are having an interest, they will be here. And it's an intriguing final, as Nicole Stevenson, Inez, mother of Devon, she's coming a little closer to maybe getting to Devon's eye line to let him know that he's got a big job on hand today, first with bat and then with ball. And his granddad coming to watch as well. Beautiful afternoon. Parents and grandparents showing the interest. The P's are full and driven through the offside, beating them at that short mid-off position. But the sweeper, the straightest sweeper, picking up and shine it back to the keeper. So a good tight cricket here by the fielding side, and nothing given. $104 on the board. Oh my goodness, and when I go again in this one, push through with a very low arm action, and Renako halfway through that he was in bold, very cheeky ball in there, the lower arm action producing the ball pushed through on the off stump, and Renako Belgrave looking for the cross batted shot again and not making contact. Bowled by Devontae the Peace. That's a very smart bowling there by the North Stars captain, I think. Yes, yeah, last door on the left. And Aaron Weeks is the new. Who's next? All right, new batsman is Aaron Weeks. As a 6 wicket go down, goes down. Got me talking a funny language too. And Weeks is forward, gets us off the inside. There's an easy single refused. Leacock had his moment of lapse there. As this one comes off the inside edge into the onside. The long single, one of the more diminutive fielders there in the field, going well to his right. So, not getting Weeks off the mark. $18 overs gone, so yeah. finding some novel ways with Nako Belgrave, pulling that one that hit halfway up the off stump. But it was smart bowling. Ordinarily got a lower arm action. Ball is Rivaldo Clark. Batsman Jaden Leacock. Single to long off. Novel ways of getting out the boys have found today, but those are the effects that finals have on you. And sometimes you don't plan it, but the anticipation and the hype, and then you're wanting so desperately to perform that you find little chinks in there somewhere. But come forward, reach it for that one, a little bit of one, and he had to reach out for it. Bat not really staying perpendicular and just pushing the ball to the short mid off, no run. And this one is flicked in the air over the position that short mid wicket, but well man of that mid wicket boundary, and just to see. Leacock up to Clark, wide, and it bounced and just, oh my goodness. On bouncing, and Leacock not riding the bounce well at all, opening the back face, and very, very simple catch to Walcott at first slip. But the extra bounce there offsetting Leacock, got back a little bit lazily and a little open face, and that went into the Leacock got one is Devon's und Azan. Rivaldo Clark to Steve. I remember when's the last time you saw Devon bat. Such has been the mode of the team. Very comfortable there. The arm ball from Clark, and no worries for Stevenson, just playing it down on the onside. No run. End of the 19th over. 21 remaining, and the score 107 for 7.
You know this on that 50 that you give me the pick. You sign in here for you.
Don't let that go there. Don't let that go there.
All the way down. Yeah. Yeah. I want our first benefit for this party today.
What's the score? People like score.
Straighter. That's the time being, make sure it's missing before you go across.
No facing is Shea Simmons is a striker.
I play Simmons.
This Tyrell, right?
This problem plays a lot of a lot of time.
All that buddy. Good pass. Up early. Work the road, that one. Dapat na.
You got more with the hat, no boy.
Yes, sir, that one. Come to go, that one.
You want water?
$120. 120 for 9. Reminiscent of the game down at Mahaika a little earlier in the competition, but Mike getting 121 and the Academy really struggling to get him, I think. But this is foreign territory. 121 for 9. Signals. Saw the score that makes the commentator really tired. Analyst really tired. Farley is bowled. So 121, the Academy team. And you're getting some bribes. Young lad passing the captain, asking him, you remember what you told me? Young man, don't go down there with spikes, please. That we call me like they come back. Go on, spikes. 121 all out. The Bibs Franklin Stevenson Academy, and that is a really hard pill to swallow. Batsmen finding some novel ways of being dismissed. And the North Stars team being congratulated by their supporters. Complaining that the Academy got one too many. They wanted one, they said 120, I think they were saying 110. A lot, but it was a very good performance by the North Stars boys in the field, mirrored by a very poor performance by the Academy batsmen, finding some novel ways of being dismissed. And now it's all on to defend such a small total. And for sure, the North Stars boys will be coming at them really hard. So, game on, at least for a short period, I'm sure. Some spin, one or two bounces. We had some challenges there.
Robbie, what's that? Robbie.
He's a good one. He won't be
Does it run open?
Jim. You want to use this one here?
That's rough. You always got to
should have come in the morning.
Yeah, you should come and get the back. Nobody knows what's going on.
So it's going to look like right today.
Hi, Kimani.
Yeah.
Come on, Kimani. Something nice.
Let's get at it, boys.
Come on, Kimani. Some pressure on him. Next spin is wickets. Yeah, beautiful. Good start, good start, good start. Nice, come on. Great, great, great. Keep creating the opportunities, buddy. Keep on going. Good feeling, good feeling, good feeling. Good support in the bowler. Very good. Oh, beautiful. Keep it there. Oh, beautiful again, boy. shot. Yeah, yeah. Chad, 92, 92, 92, 93. Come on, get there, get there.
What we're going to do is station at the bottom of the road and guide them there. Because, I mean, if they drive up here, I mean...
Yeah, let me ask somebody if I can't call them kids.
Yeah, well, it's too late. They're arriving soon.
Nice, nice.
Frankly, if they went round with them...
I will not call, keep it there, keep it there.
I'll do everything. I'll take it around for them and let them walk in there.
Oh! That's all right, that's good, keep it there, we're not go. Keep it there, we're not go, keep it up.
Quick bowlers or...
Spin bowler.
Spin bowler.
Yes.
Oh!
1, 2, 3,
Bowling. Keep the pressure on, keep the pressure on.
What's the score like this? 94 for 2. Bill Blevins' North Stars Barracudas coasting towards this 122 target, flighted from the knockout boundaries and driven down the pitch and fielded by bowler. 94 for 2.
Come on, keep the pressure on.
And
Try
into
out the
over number
runs.
14. 14. So 14 overs gone, 94 for 2, in search of a target of 122 for victory. And the Academy lads, the Arbids,
Remember, we're working for you,
Franklin
come on,
Stevenson
keep it
Academy
there.
lads, not very good with the bat
That's it,
today,
buddy. Come on, let's
faltering,
go
and then in the field, putting down already 4 chances, and Thierry Walker is still there.
Watch what you're doing.
And so it's been a very, very hard day at the office for the boys.
Oh, beautiful boy, come on. Keep it up, keep it up.
And we're very thankful to our sponsors. Very thankful to
That's it,
Mr.
money, keep
Jim
going.
Brewer and likes of Sir Martin Arbib and Mr. Derek Smith, Mr. Bill Bevins, Mr. Ian Armitage, Mr.
Oh,
Derek
nice,
Crowson.
nice, come on.
Coming on board and helping this very worthwhile
Keep the runs
cause.
drying up,
Mr.
come
Bernie
on.
Gover. Thank you all very much. These boys have really enjoyed the competition. We've got a lot of good. Google is sliding down. He's not very happy, but he's very confident of being good bowling here by the young man.
Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. You gotta believe. Come on.
The call is if you're not sure, look in the scorebook. But Devontae the piece is going, and oh, he's out there with a chat there with Shay Simmons. But these boys know each other so well. Yes, he's getting a little bit of a hard luck here, but please keep walking from Jaden Roberts. Good bowling from. So 92 for 3, another 29 runs required. So
Let's go, keep it up.
Joshua Morris walks to the wicket. Another accomplished young player. Passage Road initially. And they always know there's been a lot of history here. I think North Stars are really on the height today because I don't think they've ever won at the Academy. We've got to ask the likes of Andy Haywood and the boys, but 3 wickets down. Short. Transgression there from Aaron Weeks.
Come on, Kimani, on.
Not a very happy bowler there, Kimani Richardson. He does wear his heart on his sleeve, and he will be letting me know Weeks know exactly what he thinks, but that's some very poor feeling again from Weeks. And this is not...
Yes, sir!
Oh, he's made amends this time. With Kimani Richardson bowled the worst ball of his spell, I think. A real long up-down light stump.
Yeah, man.
Batsmen will be very, very careful. They want to take too many chances. He played this one in the air, low, and to the right.
97 Chad.
And he took a very, very good catch. Just when I was thinking about maybe replacing him on the field, but that's not always the easiest thing to do.
Chad, 97 is 97 and 4 Rangers now.
Well, received the wicket. So that's the little bit of life breathed into this game. Kimani Richardson picking up his second wicket in the over. 97, 98.
Come on, fellas. There's a game, there's a game.
98 for 4.
There's a game, fellas.
But I must be very, very careful. The scoreboard says 97. We're going to be very careful right now at this stage. Needing another 24 runs. And could be going down to the wire. Kimani Richardson, they're not getting his heart and effort into that last delivery, and it was not a good one, but it produced a wicket. And Aaron Weeks, he made amends for that drop catch the ball before, so and now being positioned by Kimani Richardson. So Bill Blevins is now starting Barracudas, a little bit of a stumble. 94, they're into over number 18.
Nice ball. Oh, beautiful.
He's right back on his length there.
Let's go, Renako.
After that misfield, it was a real long hop, and he's very lucky to come away with a wicket caught on the boundary. So, can there be a role for nerves to play?
Nice, Kimani, keep it up, keep it up.
Some nerves in their poor performance, finding some very unique ways of getting out.
Come on, fellas, let's shot
Can
in
there
the
be a
field.
sting of the tail in this game? 4 wickets gone.
Come on, fellas.
18 overs gone.
Come on, guys, let's shot in the field. Let me give these ones
Nako Belgrade, the only member of the squad that won't be returning next year. Can he make his presence felt? Oh, Thierry Walker. Through the game, Nako Belgrade, he's on sound. The man is back. He was struggling for quite a while. Not getting back. He's got a growth spurt, and his bowling went right off the boy.
Come on, man.
The Barbados on the 17 team.
Let's go, let's go.
I think he was sheltering from the selectors, not showing that he wasn't doing a lot of bowling, but right now he's done a lot of hard work in the nets, working away with coaches here, Kevin, Ramsey and the boys, and obviously myself. And I was very happy to see the last game that he bowled a beautiful spell, and so I reckon that he was back, and today could be his day. 98 for 5.
Come on, boys.
And into the belly of the Barracudas. The Blevins' Barracudas. We're expecting the arrival of Sir Martin Arbit. Could he come and upset the apple cart here? Because I understand from Mr. Brewer that he's been quite cock-a-hoop. And then with the team struggling today, he's going to be a little bit of tongue-in-cheek. But maybe he could still be thumping his chest. You never know.
We're lost. We're lost.
I'm not, yes. If they get me, the boys will tell me. If they come, the boys will tell me.
Come on, Renako. Keep it up. Come on, fellas. Keep it up.
Oh, you got some voice on the other side now. Not only the Barracudas, but the Academy support is right up there.
Concentrate, guys. Go on the ball.
We hold it up the top, man. We think, Danny, one more. Come on now, let's go. That's the 100 Come back. Oh, come on, Kier, get there. That's 8, 97, I think. Come on, you can look at your field. Go to your field. That's better. Go to your field. Come on. Go to your field, boy. Let's go, we're not go.
A lot of players for bad balls, they'll go. Ball.
Beautiful. Good finish. Good close up.
Bad balls. Spinners here cannot leave the stump.
Come on, good goal, we're not go. Good recovery.
Lada's bowling now. He's the only lad that won't be able to play next year.
Come on.
And we also had an injury for the boys who were doing athletics all week.
Oh! That's good bowling. We're not going to worry about it.
So we'll all be back next year.
Come on, fellas.
106.
Yeah, 106.
For 5. Belgrave letting off some pressure there. 2 boundaries. 106.
Oh, if it's sure in 108, I'm sure. I thought 106.
What's the score last day? 108. Sorry, can't be wrong at this time at all. That's Andy Hayward. He's on the ball.
Yes.
That's better. That's better. That's better. Come on, keep the pressure on. Come on. Come on. It ain't balling over his wickets that go in this. Come on.
108. It's a little bit of a wiggle, but need a real flurry of wickets in order to really make it more interesting.
Come on. Let's go. 108. Let's go.
Not relying on batsmen.
That was a good over.
Bowling well.
Wickets that can take this thing. Come on.
Every ball, Renako can't left the stumps. Can't leave the stumps
to your
with no
field.
bad balls.
Go to your
Just keep it
field.
steady and just off stump. You know, don't left it. Emmanuel Richardson, 2 wickets in the last over, and then Renako Belgrave getting through, so 3 wickets in the last 2 overs.
Let's go.
What more twist to get this game offer up? Very exciting stuff. Welcome to all our viewers and community. Oh my
Come on,
goodness.
you're beautiful.
I guess you gotta try.
All right.
I guess you gotta try. What they call from the umpire there now.
All right, that's all right.
You gotta try. Sharp throw from Shea Simmons. When he gets the ball, look to back up because he doesn't pull back. Not sure the batsman was out of his crease, but the run resulting. Kimani Richardson not going around the wicket. A long hop. Long hop. Long hop, and that's all.
Too much width.
Can't get so low, let the ball drop the man step and get the ball up there. You can't go long up there.
Too much width. Come on. Keep it tight on him. Keep it tight on him. Keep it tight on him. Yeah. Keep it there, man. That's all right. Keep it there. It was never going to be an issue for Francis wickets. 117 now.
Everything I get back, give me a shot. Enter me with a shot. Oh, don't white boy square. Don't white boy square. White boy the balls. Hit the ball.
Oh, 115? 115. All right.
John.
Keep on the board. Let's stay with it. Stay with it.
Got it?
A lot of balls. Let's stay with it.
You got the ball?
Let's go. Keep on it, man.
Still not here.
That's it.
That boy.
Yes, boy. Come on. That's it.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Jaden Nichols.
Come on.
Oh my. It was a good
Take it
catch.
over again. Take it over again. Drop it. Your leg spin is the wicket taking thing. You're going to give up 1 or 2 runs, right? But it's get wicket.
No, we had some problems with the softness. I worked with that. But they are not to make this place. One bounce is a lot more one. Over there, over there. But, the faces and all of this stuff. Yes, if you're going this way, just after the entrance. If you're coming this way, just a little cover. Yes, sir.
You keep how many? No, just ball. You keep balling. You just ball. Let's go. You want
I'm trying to send it to you on YouTube.
Let's go, buddy. Let's keep it there. Stop all the time, man. All the time. Don't get fancy. Do us bringing any wickets. Oh. Let's go. Come on. Go against the support, let's go. Yeah.
115.
Stops all the time. Beautiful. Let's go, don't drift, keep it there.
Send somebody?
Yeah, but that's a landline, isn't it?
Quite difficult, right? In terms of discipline, to keep that in serious for all the time. Keep sharp, guys, keep sharp. Like that. Yeah, 121. The score is level 121. Stay there, son. Play low. Just stay there. Don't rush. Follow the balls. Get moving. Listen. You were canceling your number. See what's in it.
Yeah, give him a captain down there on the 17th. Bowden. Well, the scores are tied and drama still not stopped. That was a beautiful delivery, just the bottom of the bat that saved that ball from going on to the middle stump. Beautiful delivery with Akababu. What can you come up with? 1 run to win. Missing the stump. There's no doubt at all. Martin was very happy with the back. Gestured for some reason. I guess he's going to take a page out of Mr. Brew's book. If you're not sure, look in the scorebook. Another one is gone. They scored a tie. 157 to 7. Sorry, 121 to 7. Scores a tie. Very brave. He's got 4 balls in the over. There's 3 balls. 3 wickets.
Stay disciplined. Let's go. Now you can tell you didn't know. Boys. Fellas. Hold on. Oh, beautiful. Keep it there, boy. That was great, guys. That was great.
Sponsors they organize it on the 15th. Yes, 2 unbeaten teams. They're very good teams. This is Mr. Bill Blevins. This is Martin Arbet. This is the Jim Brewer. He's organized.
No, we should. We're playing the other 11. We got to tight.
The first score here was 454 for 4 in the first game. So the 2 top teams played today. The boys are ready. You see what's possible, hey? Just a bad balls go, but you work hard and just go those good left balls and anything will happen. Yes, I'm very excited. Get to a high check and
That's good.
That's great. I think West End is great.